got a minute?
Welcome aboard, sister.
Visited that memory den in Good Neighbor, and now I'm getting these weird headaches.
Yes, I've heard of that before.
Ah, good. You're finally
Swallow
here.
this medicine.
Just set the books down
Right as
anywhere.
rain in
I'll
no
get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Which books contain pertinent information?
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. Anything that enhances the Brotherhood's knowledge. That's why I consider everything else a waste of paper.
Whatever suits you.
Expanding the technological knowledge of the Brotherhood is what suits me. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew. You were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I could lend a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
No, never have.
Very well. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
Don't despair, sister. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal. There. That should hold.
Thank you, sister.
You know, we wouldn't have to worry about them getting
There's
out.
no time to waste when there's work to be
Your
done.
concerns are noted, Scribe.
Give me a laser
Proctor
rifle
Ingram
and my
my
power
thanks
armor,
for letting
and
me
I'll
borrow
take on the
you.
world.
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
Quite a collection you've got here.
Well, thank you. Most people don't appreciate the important work that I'm trying to do here. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
What do you mean, crack the code?
The genetic code. The DNA sequences that are in every living thing. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
Why alter it for a short period of time? Why not do it permanently?
Attempting to alter the genetic code permanently? That's too close to what happened with FEV and Spawn, the super mutant. I'm not willing to take a chance like that. I wish I could show you a sample of the compound, but unfortunately I've hit a stumbling block preventing me from synthesizing a sample. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
I'll get you whatever you need if I'm getting paid.
That shouldn't be a problem. I'm authorized to pay you for any research materials you recover. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
Hail, Knight.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear anything suspicious...
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just... what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
I can guess.
Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right, all right. Just don't tell
When I
me.
get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
Not allowed near the instrumentation.
Outstanding. Let's open it up.
Didn't like this rust bucket. Oh, sure, the Britain's a fine ship, but put me in the field any day.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to proper equipment for analysis.
Machine believe it's alive. It's ridiculous.
Tighten up the meter. Like that. Now split the difference.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prigman's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Let's get airborne.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
Having the Prydwen moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city. Watch where you're firing at.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sight. place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Pridwood for repairs.
Too long, we're gonna get sick. This isn't safe at all. Watch your step. There's quite a bit. Trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial.
Gonna be a good fight!
Tango down! Negative visual on the target. Threat neutralized.
Out there, somewhere. Ah! Face me, you coward!
This area seems to be in disarray.
What? What's that?
Developing this level of technology that the Brotherhood's hoping to revive.
Nice try!
We may have a problem. Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, sister. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups. If you're looking for another safe...
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
Gonna try to filter it out.
So, what happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Danse is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there, and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Any suggestions on where I should look next?
Your meeting with Dr. Amari seemed fairly telling. If the Institute has the capability to teleport its synths, then we're in for quite a fight. There must be a way to tap into the teleport signal, and your mysterious lead in the glowing sea could provide us with the answer. If you need any assistance mitigating the radiation in that godforsaken location, speak to Proctor Tegan. I'm certain he'd be willing to help.
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Could those mysterious energy readings Paladin Dance's recon team detected be related to teleportation?
The level of technology that the Institute possesses is far beyond our own, so we're not certain. However, that would explain why the readings are so random and short-lived. I'll have our scribes focus on improving our scanning techniques to learn more. Anything else you wanted to ask, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Trying to minimize reactor jitter, adjusting compression rate.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion coolant feed systems reporting green.
Balonet Alpha at 93%, compensating.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Movement detected. You must die now, human.
Excuse me.
Good, you're here. Done my best to lay low, but the longer we stay out here, the more likely we'll tip off the gunners that something's about to go down. So, you ready to do this?
Once we get in, what's the plan?
Work our way through the vault, see if we can find any signs of your partner.
Anything to report?
Only seen minimal gunner activity. I don't think they suspect anything.
Ready.
It's been a while since I operated as part of a team. Someone needs to act as the commanding officer, and I guess that's you. So, how do you want to do this? What's your plan?
Let's try to keep this civil.
Caution and discretion. Understood. Let's move out. We've company. I'll follow your lead.
Whoa there, hold it. You're new conscripts, right? You're late. Hey, you look familiar. You been assigned here before?
No, sir. First time here.
That's right. I'm one of the new recruits.
Fresh from the plaza, huh? Captain West is sure getting real sloppy training you newbies. I'm Sergeant Wise, and you won't be reporting to me. So, unless you want to polish my boots, you're dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Take these uniforms, put them on, and keep them on. Security is tight right now, so anyone out of uniform and without escort will be shot on sight. Also, the conscripts aren't allowed outside weapons on base, so leave whatever you got here. Or again, you'll be shot at. Alright, that's all. Get going. Oh, and welcome.
Nice little setup. Security's a little lax, though.
New conscripts, huh? Hang on, I'll open the elevator for you.
Guess we won't be needing those passcodes.
Lower level.
This is Captain Algernon. The base is to remain on semi-lockdown. All units stay on high alert. Movement between levels will be restricted until further notice. Whilst our guest is in our custody, these conditions will continue to remain in effect. That is all.
Huh. Maybe he really is here. All right. Let's work our way down and look for signs of your partner along the way. The Gunners have outposts and compounds like this all over the Commonwealth. This is the largest I've been in. Makes you wonder what they're up to.
You and I should get a drink sometime.
Don't have the card. Hi. Hi.
move along.
Lower level.
Sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
Hey,